point to the dog and be like, Deuce.
Wait, are you a member of the tribes?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Steve will be glad to be able to talk to you. We've been trying to open negotiations for some time. Which group are you a part of? Are you up north? Are you west, east?
I have no authority. I am on pilgrimage.
Oh, I see. Well, hopefully we can make a good impression. You know, most of your people have been reluctant to make a formal trade arrangement with us or join in with our settler groups, but survivor groups. Hope you'll keep an open mind and bring back good word.
Yes, I will relay my impression. Good or bad.
Well, lead on, sir. I'd rather get in out of the cold.
Well, all right then. So as he's moving along, he will point out Randy and Elizabeth over on the side. That's where they have the arms, if you will. Your weapons store. Gonna come by and give a wave. So here's Jacqueline. Best cook we've been able to find out here in the Waste. She will give him a nod, but not say anything to you lot. Suspicious looks being given as you pass. And up there, old Boots will have different clothing. Get yourselves winterized.
he's making notes in the his Pip Boy. You know, boom. Weapons. What was this over here?
He did not note that, but he did note here food
That one.
served by Jackie.
Zephyr and Deuce would be like hanging back. Not exactly with the group, but just like following them.
Alright. Enrico will kind of peer back, make sure that you're following and not being left behind. And this back area here, far back, will be lower part of the map. Shoo-woof. Bloop.
There.
We do have a few spare houses. We've suffered some losses recently. If y'all are needing a place to hole up for a short time, everybody kind of has a way that they contribute if you become a permanent member of our settlement here, which, well, that's up to leadership, of course. But surely you're having been in the vaults. Looks like you made a pretty sturdy stuff. It's just kind of looking everybody over. He says, "Oh boy, looks like Carrie's hot again. We might want to give a minute for the water to boil out there." And you see a woman and a man engaged in conversation. The woman's voice you hear before you approach. Sounds a little bit frantic and worried. Says, Rico will kind of lean in and whisper, There's our leader, Steve. Carrie, she runs salvage. Usually kind of a front line for any kind of mercantile business. She's a bit ornery, though. Don't get on her bad side. Be honest in your dealings. She's a great ally. What's she? Oh, gosh. Sounds like them kids ran off again. Until you hear the woman. They haven't been seen since last night, I'm telling you. They went out there on the water.
Where's Smooka?
I'm hiding.
Hiding. Did Smooka hang back and not follow the party, enjoying the
I'm enjoying the food.
smells of food cooking?
I'm spending all our caps right now.
Just mowing down on stew. Enough for a whole family all to yourself.
Mystery meat.
Rico will kind of step forward there. And you hear the man speaking. You know, we can't spare anybody to go off looking for him. If you want to go and brave it, something should be. What's this? What is it, Rico? Survivors, sir. And he kind of speaks a little quieter. They claim they're from a vault. Look at them. And he points with his hand that is not holding the rifle. And he gestures you guys forward. That one says he's Buchanan. They got a Mr. Handy. And that one, where'd she go? She's kind of lurking back there. She's a little bit shy, but she's one of the tribes. I'd wager she probably helped lead the survivors here. Don't know much else. Brought them right to you. Vault dwellers, you say? So the old lady was right. Guess we should have taken her more seriously.
Oh, which old lady would this be?
The woman steps up. She's out on the rig, and we ain't seen her for a couple weeks. Starting to get worried. That's another thing, and she turns. We gotta send somebody to check on her too, but we gotta get out looking after those kids. You know, they ain't got no direction. You lot just kind of let them run around. He will hold his hand up.
Is this water or ice?
Yes. Varies depending on where you put your foot. And seasonally. Sometimes you'll get, a passage of time where the water clears a bit, and to the point where even canoes can be run through the coastline. Sometimes it freezes up and gets stuck, or you can just walk across. Smooka will be RV. My name's Steve.
Zephyr,
Go ahead.
Zephyr would be looking out, kind of like seeing where the water would flow, seeing where boats can come in and stuff.
Yeah, in the pre-war era, this was the major port of the city. So from your vantage point, you'll see other docks, you'll see ships that are out of commission, very bad condition. You will see out-a-ways, what looks like some kind of mechanical setup. You believe that to be the quote-unquote rig that had been referenced, where the old lady apparently must dwell.
Canada just kind of looks up
purview.
over this way, turns around, looks back towards the way they came, Are we on an old beach freighter?
Oh no, these docks here have been repurposed a few times, been repaired out. Where we stand, I couldn't tell you what it looked like pre-war, but that'd be a question for the old lady.
Huh. Interesting.
My focus has been really making sure people can eat and they don't freeze to death. I've got aims to get a central location, expand Survivor's cooperative way. There's an old pre-war marketplace up the hill there. Be just about perfect. But yeah, some of the survivors out there, if you don't know already, aren't exactly friendly folk. Smooka Mitts
Well,
has been
why
eaten.
haven't you gathered everybody armed up and just headed south to warmer weather?
People have talked about that. And then their bones are found covered in snow. Sometimes bloody and torn, sometimes huddled together. Nah, it seems here in this region, kind of holed in. Weather just gets us trapped in this little corner. Luckily, you can avoid the dangers. There are plenty of resources here. We can get the manpower, we can get stable, we can move up. He sighs. But then problems come up and he gestures toward the lady. Like Carrie here saying, them kids gone missing. We send people out, sometimes none of them come back. Kind of looks over. Don't suppose you lot wouldn't be interested in earning your keep? Staying for a bit?
Well, there's something I want to talk to you about before we do any kind of job seeking, to be honest with you. We get in out of the weather.
He claps his hands together. Yeah, I reckon we can head on inside here. He looks over. Tell you what, Carrie. When you get back and man your station, people are gonna be rousing. A couple hours. I'll see if I might be able to convince our new friends here the value of contributing to our community. And he kind of gives her a nod. Buchanan, you pick that up. He's implying like, I'm gonna see if I can send these guys out after him. It's not so subtle that you don't miss it, but you're kind of trained in the ways of body language and people's behavior, being a security agent. She's gonna huff, glare at you, Buchanan, and go stomping by. She's gonna stop, look over, glare at Smooka, continue stomping away.
Oh, what'd I do? The heck?
Breathed her air.
One camera follows her the entire way.
She don't know you. And say, well, all right. Why don't you go ahead and come inside here? This is my place. I got room for seating. Usually hold meetings and stuff here with security or some of the merchants. For all that, well, we don't get a lot of travelers in. Usually they stick around as long as they can survive.
Yeah, and the kid will follow him in and take a look around. what all's in here?
In his
And
house, you're gonna see.
I'm assuming this building here.
Yeah, it'll be inside that building.
Is there anyone with him in here?
Nope. Looks like a man who lives alone. Pretty humble surroundings.
All right, time for security 101.
Good, I kill him.
Buchanan will he'll just immediately level his shotgun right at his chest.
At the leader?
Well, right.
At Steve?
Yep. Follow me here. He'll say, well, the very first thing you should do is not let individuals you don't know into a private room with the leader of a community. And then he'll cock the double barrel open and pop the shells out. Let me give you a proper introduction. I am Jonathan Buchanan, Sergeant, Security, Vault 7, second in command. I could probably give you some pointers on some personal security and train your men out there probably to be a little better than what they are. And he says that with kind of a laugh. And he did that specifically just to, get this guy to shit himself and then realize, oh, okay, he's one of these types.
The man puts his arms behind his back, looks down at your gun, and looks up. And he smiles.
Yep.
Your group is well served. Have somebody like you looking out for them. Gonna keep you alive out here.
I'm certainly gonna try. He'll look over his. Did Zephyr follow us in the building, or did she stay outside, Miss Dooney?
She's like inside, but right next to the door.
I gotcha. He'll kind of look back at Zephyr briefly before continuing to talk to Steve. And we've met some friendlier folk, and then we've met some not so friendlier folk. He holds up the shotgun. And took us off of some, I don't know what you call them, thugs, I guess, trying to steal our stuff.
Well, we generally call them raiders, but they have their own camp.
Raiders.
Some operate alone. Some have banded up into gangs. Depends on
And
where in
that-
the city you go.
Brings me to the point I wanted to discuss. We were actually sent out from Revolt on a mission to reestablish society, build it, and lead it back up. Well, that's already been shot to hell, as we see society has survived. As
Well-
such, we need to reevaluate our priorities, and I would like to assist the appropriate group. So how do I know I'm not going to try to assist a group of people that are just going to steal, rob, kill, and destroy? It seems like decent folk, but forgive my skepticism here.
Well, actions speak louder than words, my friend, and sometimes inaction. You may not have noticed that here and there in town, top a couple buildings, you lot have had guns trained on you since we saw you outside the gate.
I've noticed.
You've been well assessed and well tracked.
I've counted 6. Is that not correct?
He smiles. So he is exuding confidence, but he's not trying to do it. He's not trying to front. He's trying to appear non-aggressive, but he is coming off extremely confident and not
I got
worried.
that.
Yeah. Straight backed and all. Says,
Oh,
the old lady talked about what the vault, some pre-war rumors these vaults existed. Survivors might have survived therein. It's good to see you,
Yeah.
but if what I understand is correct, if you lot survived the war, that means you're coming into a world that's very different from the one you left or the one you were raised in. Out here, I found the best way is to make friends. But it doesn't take long to determine who doesn't fit.
Excuse me.
Now I get a pretty good impression from you guys. Your lady friend is pretty friendly. Mr. Handy, good to have around. And you, well versed, little overprotective, but in this world, I'd omit the over. And then he will gesture to Zephyr, and we've been long interested in including the folks living on the outskirts as part of our network, despite their reluctance. But we understand as we've had our own troubles, and they certainly don't need us, at least not yet. There hasn't been a threat that has risen that has forced us into an alliance. I still think it would behoove us and benefit us all to work together. But I digress. You said you had questions, and I think you overheard there. I might have a favor to ask.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're looking for a major settlement. Obviously. We would like to either ply trade or hire ourselves out, which will fall into your hands very well. And I'd appreciate you pointing us in the proper directions. Becoming a part of this community here, I doubt it's going to be in our long-term benefit. However, I don't see why we shouldn't help.
Well, we do have, this is one but a few outposts we have in the city. We are wanting to grow and expand and become greater. You can see the ruins of the city behind us. Obviously, people accomplished great things before the war. I have no doubt that we can achieve that again, build on the bones of what's left behind, but it'll take time and sincere effort. And a lot of people are just looking out for themselves. Have
What
to
happened
survive.
to the old governments?
Well, I'm sure you know why the vaults were constructed, if the old lady tells it right. Nuclear war. He gestures with one hand, a closed fist that opens. Of course, we're isolated here. I couldn't tell you what the rest of the world looks like, but, well, the war stays with us. You gotta be careful what you eat, what you drink. The old lady claims, too, that, he gestures to Deuce Wee Wee. Well, I ain't never heard of such a funny thing, but those creatures are supposed to only have one head. He shakes his own head incredulously. Can you imagine?
Well, we have pictures to prove it.
And that's just the sort of thing that we might be able to benefit from. Your knowledge. Anything you have left from before the war. You said you were sent out to rebuild?
We had assumed society would have collapsed or have been destroyed.
He holds his
To
arms
exert-
out. I'd hardly call this society, but, well, we're trying.
Well, individuals that gather together for the protection of themselves, that include to look out and trade with others, is a society, such as it is. At least you're not, taking our things at gunpoint like the other individuals tried. Raiders, you call them, I think. We'll take a note of that.
My predecessor operated that way.
Pity.
I would like to note that he's no longer here to welcome you.
I appreciate that. He kind of looks over at the robot, over at Kelly, over at whatever Smooch's character's name is. He just has Smooch down there.
He was swimming in the glacial flows.
Now, gotta get that
He's
polar
getting
bear status.
food.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, he fucked off, didn't he? Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
so
either
you're not there.
getting or becoming food from the
Right.
The chat might
So yeah,
imply.
he looks around at the others that are there, if any of them want to speak up or ask questions.
If I may ask you, Mr. Buchanan, how was it you sought to rebuild society, as you say? Is it with training? Do you have a hoard of supplies? What is it you bring to the broken world to repair it?
We have a certain objective to get to, enable broadcast, and then work from there.
Broadcast? I've heard tell there's an old movie district. Or do you mean radio?
Signal, radio, radar, any number of things. So tell us about these kids or this old lady.
Well, the old lady. Wish she'd tell us her name so we could stop calling her that. But she lives out there on the rig. You know, when the ice is thick, you can walk out there. It takes about an afternoon. Water's down, you have to paddle out. That's a little bit more dangerous. And if this is your first time visiting the coast, sometimes the water's more dangerous than the land.
Well, how's the water today?
Slushy.
And so
Enough
we'll need
to
a boat.
be a worry. Says those kids, they lost their parents. Parents went out, salvaged, never made it back. That was about a year ago. Nobody's really taken them in officially. Everybody just kind of shares what they got along with them, lets them sleep where they fall asleep. Honestly, I didn't want to get all Carrie worked up, but I gotta tell you, I'm pretty concerned. They like to play out there, out on the water side. They ain't been exposed to some of the dangers. They're a little bit careless. But Carrie could probably point you in the right direction. She'd probably be even eager to escort you out there.
Fair enough.
And
Is it a paying
if
job?
we would, of course, be willing to put you up for a couple days. I'll make sure Jackie gets you fed. I can't promise anything on the way of any kind of favor or discount with the other merchants, but I've got some credit with Jackie. I'll make sure food and warmth you won't have to worry about. And give you time to get to know the folk around here, see if you have knowledge or expertise you might be able to contribute. If you're looking to rebuild the world, well, yeah, seems our aims are pretty well aligned.
Would seem so. You said this is an outpost, so assume that you have a boss or leader yourself.
No central leadership yet. Each outpost kind of has its own leader. I was nominated by the group here after the last one.
Well, that is an issue.
He trails off. You can tell he must have met his end in an unpleasant way, but he's alluded to that a couple times now.
Well, that is an issue. Without a central leader, or at least a central hub that can divvy out, trade, and give resources, rebuilding is going to be tough.
Yeah, well, that's where I kind of spotted that marketplace up on the hill. If we could clear the unsavory folk out of there, be right perfect.
More raiders?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you who's in charge at this point. That changes week to week, day to day. They're really not much more than animals.
Noted. What do y'all think of all this? Turns over to Spark and Scepter.
Zephyr would be like, I got you here, as I promised.
That you did. Well, you're more than welcome to stay with us. That'd be interesting to see more of that pilgrimage after what I saw you do earlier.
Did you say pilgrimage?
Consider it. Yes, I am on pilgrimage.
I've heard of this before. Well, wouldn't hurt to have friends out there if you're going to be exploring different parts of the city. As I understand it, it's not the easiest passage. But if you lot are joined up with us, and you are still on your pilgrimage, well, by proxy, you'd be clearing out areas of beasts, man or animal, maybe finding salvage, maybe finding resources we can all use and share. Have to say, to me, it sounds like a fair arrangement. Even if it is temporary, see where things go. It's a good start.
I consider.
Have you any authority to speak on your people's behalf?
No authority.
Well, I will have you know we are very keen to open into relations with groups of survivors, especially those who are not aggressive, who are cooperative and adept at surviving in these parts. I hope that we can serve as an example of the benefit we might be able to provide.
I will relay all I witness and my impression to my peoples once I return.
That's fair. Like I said, it's a good start all around.
She'll nod in agreement and then like do body language like she doesn't want to talk anymore.
He'll smile and nod and turn back to Buchanan. Well, if you'll have it, can lead you over to a spare housing we've got here, right around the corner. And if you've got the caps, if you need to gear up, welcome to do so. Get a heavier layer on. Gets chilly out here on the waterfront. And
That would.
if you want to talk to Carrie, we would be most thankful. You can bring those kids back in good form. Would certainly ingratiate yourself to the community. At least open some doors, if not windows.
Maybe not in this weather. He says a bit deadpan.
Well, if you have questions on that, I can tell you all about the weather. I can tell you there's a cold front moving in. We're going to have this slush here for a little bit. It's going to get a little bit wetter. Probably utilize some of the water some. Maybe get a haul of some food. But of course,
how much would warmer clothing cost? Because I didn't even know what these things were called until just this afternoon. And he holds up a bottle cap.
Says, "Oh, don't know caps, huh? You still use that paper money in the vault? Those old greenbacks?"
Don't really use money in the vault. Resources are shared, cooperated.
Oh. Well, Out here, of course, you can still do some bartering if you've got items for trade or services to offer, such as we might hopefully arrange. But yeah, if you've got the caps, I recommend you head on over, talk to Boots. He can get you set up. He kind of looks. Of course, if that's all the caps you got, it might take some time for you to earn up.
Alright, well, let's start first things first. Lead us on over to this house you're going to let us get situated. And then we'll go speak to the ornery lady.
Sure thing. And, Carrie, her heart's in the right place, She's just a little overzealous, a little impulsive.
Yeah.
Doesn't, not particularly patient. Can't blame her sometimes, but gotta keep a level head.
Yeah. I've had a lieutenant like that. No worries.
Full disclosure, out of game, I do not yet have an interior map, but I will make one and try to keep it a little bit empty so you guys can kind of fill it in and design it as you will.
That's something I've always loved to do in the Fallout games.
100% me too. Not hashtag me too. The settlement building and stuff, as far as how that works with like Fallout 4 and building onto your house and everything, you guys are 100% welcome to dive into that. I would love to embrace that. You guys clear out an area or even expand upon existing ones. This one
so this place
filled
here?
up the space pretty well. Indeed. Got a little outhouse shed. Says, can do your business in there. Got plenty of beds in there. I think we've cleared out most of the things that are useful in there, but there should be some plates and some silverware. And he kind of shrugs. Welcome to fill it out if you stay longer, make it your own, if we make those arrangements.
You see him typing away on like a pit boy making a little note.
So, what is Deuce or Deuce?
That's literally just house, sweet house.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Home, sweet home.
Indeed. Don't even have a welcome mat.
A shame.
Stare at me all you want. I'm not giving you Cheetos.
Zephyr wants a
Cheetos.
bow.
I'm sorry, Duty, you were saying?
Zephyr wants a bow.
Oh.
A bow like bow and arrow, or a bow like Merry Christmas present?
I think bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
We've had survivor trading in the vault, right?
You have.
So I could probably make her one.
She could probably make one better.
I have no doubt.
But
I just
you're not
need the
wrong.
materials.
Okay. Let's see here. So we probably need to try to make a crafting bench so that we can make stuff like this. What do you think, Miss Dooney?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we open up the core book here.
What materials would I need?
For a bow,
Yeah.
Well, imagine we need
wood
a
and
bench.
string. If you're making yourself something to
does-
carve with. And
Fun fact for you, I'm a Golden Tassel archer in a local group.
that's awesome.
On top of that, I know how to make a bow, carve one out with a Flemish bowstring.
That's awesome. If you would like details on bow making, I would like to turn you to Mr. Torafu.
Yeah, it's not hard. Don't growl at me, you little shit.
Cheeto.
Oh. But, yeah, give me just a minute. I was gonna look up what it takes to, make a... Give me here. Nope, drop it. Drop it. Shit. Tore it up and I want to cheat it. I'll look up
So
what it takes to actually
209
make
in
a
the book, we'll talk about
crafting.
crafting. Got your different workbenches there.
Yeah, we need to make a workbench as our first priority, I think.
It
And
has
probably
been
cooking bench as
proposed.
secondary. Oh, so yeah, it's like there's work to be done. Stuff from this Dooney, so we can get her squared away.
What skill would bow be under? Like, there's only guns.
I would probably say that you would use the small guns skill. I'm torn. I almost want to let you use the throwing skill because it's kind of similar in getting accuracy, but it is a different mechanism. So maybe
There was a bow in Fallout.
mhm.
It was I don't know why it's not in this one. Oh, it was in Fallout 76, and it was introduced in Fallout 4 on a DLC, Far Harbor. That's what it was. This is probably out before Far Harbor got released.
So a side note, Far Harbor would definitely be the feeling and tone of this settlement.
Right?
Fisherman
I got
themes,
that.
nets and the like. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you where the harpoon gun is hidden. The bow I don't see in the equipment list in the compendium there, so we'll probably get creative with that. Again, I kind of like the idea of using the throwing skill for that.
Bo
Yeah.
was using small guns, I think.
Yeah, that was my first inclination, just because it is already like a
Uses
range
perception.
skill. They both use agility, so yeah, that's a interesting one. But yeah, I can say it will likely be, of course, stay within that agility-based thing there. I will ponder that and let you know whether I want to use the throwing or small guns for that.
Okay. I have no skill in small guns. So I'd have to learn.
Yeah, that's part of why I kind of lean with the throwing as well. Because
Right.
it is something I feel that you would have been versed in.
Yeah, here's
Unless I could
image.
switch throwing and small guns.
I'll put it in the out of game chat. You can look under the perception. Yeah, archer, expert archer, master archer, bow before me. So if you want to just kind of add those to the perk list that she can pick, those are all. But then you'd have to do your own tweaks, of
76
course.
perks. It's interesting that they made those. I mean, it makes sense that they make a perception for the aiming part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything in the RPG has agility for the ranged weapons. was a... Let's see. Where did I put that document? There was a document that I found or was shared or something that had extra perks in it. Raj may have given that.
Ah, hold on.
And I don't...
Let me post
I don't
this
think
link.
that it was an official Modifius production.
That link I just posted for the bow, if you scroll down on it, it'll actually tell you how to craft it at various levels and what parts you will need. So, and of course, those parts will then translate to this book as whatever you translate it to at the DM.
Of course.
And it'll give you kind of like a stat
So
oversight.
let's see.
Stuff like that.
Plan, bow, mod
Yeah.
perk, gunsmith, repair perk, weapon artisan.
Right.
And under perks, other modifier bobblehead is small guns, so it does use the small gun stats.
Yeah.
That is a good answer there to have been located. Legendary effects.
So,
I really
being that
like
these are at 76, which is basically just a copy paste of 4,
mhm.
you could easily translate this over with just very minimal work, I think.
Agreed. 100%.
And then if you scroll to the bottom, there's some good pictures of just bows made from just whatever.
Oh, the different
Scrap.
paint styles, yeah.
Yeah, the Blood Eagle, the Survivors, the Flatwoods Archer bow. That's cool. So yeah. This dude
I like
crafts
too,
a bow.
this page also gets into the arrows, which is neat. Tells you what's required both in material and perk.
Right.
Cryo, explosive, flaming, plasma, poison, ultrasight, arrows. That's awesome. Get iron sights. So a level 1 bow, the absolute base requirement. Now this is a compound bow. This isn't just a regular ass. This is, yeah, no matter what, it looks like they're making these compound bows. So
Yeah,
adhesive,
it looks like
aluminum, plastic, rubber, screw wood.
it looks like recurve bow, not compound bow.
Oh? Okay. Not as many wheels? Well,
the basic bow picture is the recurve.
the flatwoods,
the one
is
at
that
the bottom.
compound?
Yeah, the one at the bottom flatwood says compound bow.
Okay. So yeah, but yeah, a regular bow would not require like aluminum and screws and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Anyway, but yeah, it's interesting that they had sword but not bow.
Agreed. Well, it looks like to get the plan for the bow, you have to complete the quest, the elusive crane.
Would I be able to switch throwing and small guns?
Having used your throwing already and have the throwing items, I would lean toward not.
Okay. I'll have to teach myself how to use a bow on the pilgrimage. That's
That is
one of
fair.
the things I have to teach myself.
Also, too, people who have the small gun skill can help you with just aiming and shooting ideas and mechanics in general. Since those are looped in, we'll let that umbrella carry as such. So yes, should you desire to stay longer at this settlement, arrangements might be able to be made to cover your stay here. And if you guys are into it, I will definitely get a blank house template kind of set up that you guys can then furnish as you will.
Yes. Looks like we're crafting a cooking station at some point.
As
Four
far
bag
as
there, 4 bag there, another 4 bag there.
not a terrible location to work from. On the horizon, you can see, of course, one of your main destinations, that being the Space Needle.
Mm-hmm.
You can move north or south. You're pretty close to a major former highway. Could help travel about. You're kind of centrally located between 4 of the known Duamish sites. It's not a bad place. Kind of a jump-off point. A couple of your goal sites, like the Woodland Park Zoo, is ways north. Not super close by. Or I can, while we're talking about geography, go to the page. Now, what you have not offered, as far as things that you know or have available, is your guide to the city that is pre-war based, but you know a lot about locations, at least how they used to be, that you have not had the opportunity to visit, and access to old world maps and stuff that show the different districts and street layouts. So that's a pretty useful thing. You can leverage that within your party, or barter with it, or ignore that. Oh, also, for your noting on the Pip-Boy, now that Carrie has returned to her locale, the main junk shop, salvage place, you can note on the top map, she'll be outside of there. You are now with a place to lay your head and get out of the elements. You have located some survivors. They've offered you kind of tentatively a part within their community, all good faith efforts notwithstanding.
Hold on. Just a second. I think I found something that might be very. See if I can't find a free PDF of it. It's called the Settler's Book. I mean, if all else fails, I just buy it from Modiphius. I don't mind.
Well, I'm not sure. Let me see. What they have going.
It mentions,
Here, let me see.
settlement management, equipment, more weapons, more ammo, more options. That might have.
Is that is from
both.
Modiphius?
Yeah, it's from Modiphius.
They do not have it available in the Roll20 marketplace.
No, but I can get the PDF.
Because I was like, this sounds like something I would have put in there and would have made available, and that explains why not, because they haven't put it in there. That being said,
Just $20. I'll fucking buy it real quick. Hold on. John. It's so funny that this character had my same first name.
let's see, those are for 5e.
Yeah, for $20 is $20.
What was that, sir?
I said $20 was $20. He said it's just $20.
Well, I make good money. Yeah, fuck it. Save my information. I don't give a shit.
Let's see, I wanted to find.
Click here to download digital goods.
Hey, funny note, $20 is exactly how much a heavy coat costs in caps.
Damn it, I don't have 20 caps.
Collectively, you guys have 5 times 6 is 30.
Oh. That's already
Alright.
gone, guys.
Oh, never mind. Smooka ate it.
You bastard! Alright.
Didn't buy food, I kind of just ate the caps.
No. Fuck, man, that's hungry. Holy shit.
Also intimidating.
Very.
Track here. Alright, so what did this give me? I got Fallout Settlers Supplement Digital, Home Printing, and Settlement. Oh, that's kind of cool.
The name implies that it gets into that thing I was talking about earlier about building settlements. Out of game, that's why I don't have like a major central. I wanted to have like some pieces that you guys could build with,
Wonder if I can.
but you're not
Copy.
obligated to use any. You guys can just lay this place to waste and
Okay.
then build up from the ashes, or leave it as a signal to anyone else who wants to step up. I don't know. There are better ways, but
Alright, let's see. We open this up here. See if this is the correct one to share with you. Looks like it. So army to here. Go
Also,
here.
heavy dog armor also costs $20 or 20 caps.
Let me just copy it there. My files are too powerful. God damn it. Alright, let's let me do that. Let's see here. How about I just share this one? Nope, too powerful. God damn it. They want me to subscribe to Discord. I don't want to subscribe to Discord. No.
You could email it as an attachment to me.
I can absolutely do that. Yes. Thank you. What is your email, sir? Hold on, let me get my email.
Currently sitting in your DM that I just slid into.
Ah, look at that.
Quick, sign them up for all the porn sites.
Hey! Actually, my spam filter's pretty good. I already get weird stuff about, like, hot shingles near me and stuff, so
Hot shingles.
Yeah, that's how Sean Connery would say it.
Wow.
There are lonely shingles in your area.
Hot shingles waiting to be nailed.
Wow. Are you fucking serious?
I am.
Files you're trying to attach exceed 25 megabytes in size. You upload files to Dropbox and Google Drive.
Google
Good
Drive
God.
works.
Can't just email shit anymore? What the fuck?
I guess depending on sizes.
I don't have a fucking Dropbox.
Once I'm able to receive it, I can share it into Discord because I am subscribed on there.
Alright.
But that's eventually, I reckon.
This is it's all just a giant fuck all. Money grab.
Can you zip it, compress it, make it smaller, and then send?
Yeah. I can compress it and compress it and compress it.
How many layers will it take to get to the center of this PDF?
Hey, you got Dropbox?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, I probably have an account. Let me go look. I never use it, so let me see if I can log in. Sure, that's my email. No,
Sorry,
I don't.
holding everything
I
up.
do not want to start a 30-day trial. What is this? I have something in my Dropbox. What the hell is this?
Don't open it if you don't know what it is.
I always open it. Whoa, this is old. It's like a writing sample that I made. Weird. Alright, well, that's like a totally different person that did that. That's cool, though. I'll read that later. So I appear to have a Dropbox. Same email. I don't know if that matters. It's not paid or anything. My account has 2.5 gigs of storage.
Fucking hate goddamn Windows 11 so much.
Oh, I'm a fan. And you?
Alright, so how big is this? Jesus.
It's Twoo. It's Twoo. Sorry.
Alright, so while I compress and compress and compress and compress, feel free to continue on, sir.
Well, you have been currently shown the place where you can lay your head should you stay for any amount of time. You know that Carrie is concerned about the missing children. You also have been told that Boots can help you out with clothing if that is a prime concern. And of course, Rico had pointed out a couple of the other mercantiles. Place for arms, place for food. Where Smooka has spent all your caps.
Okay, so apparently that's not working actually.
Boo earns.
My compressed file is the same size as the file itself,
That makes no
so it's not
sense.
compressing. It makes no fucking sense. Like I said, I fucking hate Windows 11 because you used to just be able to do that.
Without getting like 7-zip or 1-zip.
Right, exactly.
You did mention Dropbox. Was that something that you have? Because I think you can share a link out of it. You have something uploaded in there, or like Google Drive. If you have a Google account. I imagine the unpaid versions of either should have enough room to accommodate one PDF. But yes, any who are in the town are welcome to do as they will. You know that Carrie is very eager, ambitious to look for the kids. You've been told about the old lady. She's worried about her too. They haven't seen her in a couple weeks. But that requires you to arrange a slushy trip out to the oil rig. And any shopping you would want to do. Bear in mind too, you're welcome to do bartering if you have stuff in your inventory that you want to try to trade or sell off. Any like acquired weapons, be able to get some trade in value and stuff for. Of course, as you know, it's going to be about half value of what they would sell for, but that's a thing. Kind of standard. But a way you might be able to get more of these caps that they keep talking about.
Alright, so how does Dropbox work? I never really fucking use this thing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't use it either. There's got to be a place to add a file or upload. As like a basic function, I presume.
Yeah, you upload a file, then you can send a link to that file in Dropbox.
Upload file. Alright. And I'll just send you the whole fucking file. Okay, apparently not. I'll send you that. It is uploaded.
Huzzah.
Thank you, Mr. Goose. Yeah, I don't know. How do we make a workbench?
The base book has all of the recipes for things, but not for the benches themselves. So I would
Right.
probably arrange something with somebody in town, perhaps the person who deals with salvage, would require some loot. As far as you guys have looted some materials, I believe. I don't
I
know if
thought
you're
we
putting them in party
did this.
inventory or. Let's see,
Party
you
inventory
have
has
6
6 common materials.
Yeah.
So I would kind of look at the scale of within the crafting world and come up with a basis of common materials you would need. And it will be common materials. I won't make it just because all of the benches are a base to jump off of. So it will be a certain number of those that will be required to get that put together. And you might be assisted by survivors who are familiar with such endeavors. On this side, there might be more information about that in the book you've acquired.
Page 216. Okay.
216 is cooking station and all of the different recipes for using
Okay.
that.
A cooking station requires only one common material to make. Is it like that in the other ones?
The chemistry station does not. The armor workbench does not.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. part of the frustration. Cooking station is kind of the most basic.
And it's the only one that requires that you can just make anywhere. But the book I'm trying to give you might solve that.
It may. And if it doesn't, I'll make it up.
Okay, so then I just hit copy link and I give it to whoever the hell wants it.
Yerp.
I'm pretty sure yes.
Alright. Copy. Alright, everyone. Discord and have. Sorry for the roundabout way.
No, that's all good.
You know, I hope it works.
I can, having acquired it, I can just post up the PDF, probably, now.
I just went to Dropbox and downloaded it. Now I'm gonna open it up in the Google PDF viewer and save it as a bookmark.
I'm looking through the new
Ooh.
weapons for bow.
Synth player characters.
I'm not seeing bow. I'm seeing a bunch of other shit that's fun now.
That's silly. Why wouldn't they have bow, but they'd have a bunch of other
Well, they have
fun
like a
stuff?
harpoon gun.
Oh, well,
they
that's a necessity. We've got to have
and a
that.
fender.
I
Yeah,
have
Specifically
things-
at this
Yeah,
settlement.
things like the cryolator and the broadsider.
The Assaultron head.
The harpoon gun, I think, would be the closest thing to a bow for you, Miss Dooney.
Well,
Unless you want to, install the actual bow from
much
the
weaker.
wiki. The harpoon gun might actually be pretty fucking fun.
It's my favorite gun in Fallout.
It is.
So sometimes when I play, I go first to New Harbor because I want that. Sometimes I wait
Hey.
because I know that I won't use any other weapon once I get it. And throughout my play,
Robot
I'm
upgrade.
always buying the harpoons from
Oh.
merchants and stuff.
Drill. Vice grip. Faction reputations. Yeah.
The first tabletop I ever played was a completely homebrewed system, and my character used a harpoon gun. And the leveling up system was like you could either buy perks and whatnot, or you can put dice into your weapons for damage. So I ended up having a harpoon gun that did 3d20 worth of damage.
I mean, they're hefty. They're very dangerous.
Well, you don't need perks if you can kill them before they can get to you.
That's the point.
Yeah, this has a ton of information on settlements and shit like that, so
All
have fun
of
with
those
that, yeah.
things are going to be there. The only thing that I haven't seen yet, and scrolling through all the stuff, is the crafting tables. There it is. Boom shakalaka. What page is this? 51. Hell yeah. So depending on the workbench style, and they do have it as an uncommon rarity, so they do have uncommon materials required.
well, yep. Can craft a weapons workbench with 10 common and 14 uncommon materials. It takes 2 days.
As well as the local leader perk and blacksmith or gun nut.
But that's just all the specialties. There's no regular workbench.
Well, we either figure out a way to craft it, or
They do reference a couple places up the scavenging station. which is part of one of the settlement actions. A scavenging station requires only 8 common materials and gives you improved scavenging. Only takes 1 day to construct. The base workbench, I think, is only a feature within the game itself to be like, here is your hub for storage and going into build mode. Because it's like a prerequisite of making a building, which isn't a thing within the RPG.
I'll just sucker up to these people and fucking use theirs.
I'll just keep my throwing weapons.
Yeah.
Well, when you guys have had time to explore the book and stuff, it is definitely something I wanted to give you the opportunity to do, and this new book here is your guidebook for doing exactly all of that.
And it looks like we'll have to perk into it, though.
Some things to look forward to.
Anyway.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff
Moving
here I
on.
can use to flesh out. One thing that Mirage may be interested to know, there is no first aid at this settlement, whether a clinic or center or any kind of doctory. But that'll be...
It's like printing me own money.
Oh, hey, by the way, I can give you legs. Robot workbench.
True.
Turn you into Securitron.
Dude, I love to turn Codsworth into a death bot.
Isn't it great?
So fun, yeah.
I would like to be an Assaultron, please. It's fucking laser face.
There's a Protectron head as a weapon in that book. I scrolled past.
Oh,
Only if
yeah.
I can call you Taserface.
that that book I got gives new perks. And one of them to do this is a local leader, and I don't have the charisma for that. There's somebody in the group that does have the charisma for that. Oh dear God.
I think you know what to do.
So, if you get in
Okay.
good with Steve, you can assume that Steve has the local leadership perk at least at 2.
Oh God. Oh, another charisma-based perk that I think she'll get, and I just know it. She'll get it. Quack Surgeon.
I have to say, that sounds about right.
Absolutely, this is gonna be fun as fuck. Hey, Robot Wrangler.
What page are them there? There it is, 18. It's in the table of contents.
18, yeah.
I just wanted to quickly do like a name check and...
Anyway, sorry to delay. I apologize. That was my fault.
There will be long-term benefits of your efforts. They are appreciated, sir. 100%.
I just read the Quack Surgeon. That's good.
And it's fantastic.
Robo Brain. Yes. All right.
Robo Brains, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a fan. So yeah, Tinkerer perk.
I was just looking at that one because
Yeah.
I do have repair skill and all that. I figured it'd be handy if I'm gonna power around with,
Mr. Handy.
yeah. Hey, there's a part for Mr. Handy, taking one for the team. Ah.
I wasn't going to volunteer anybody, but. So as it stands, the group is currently at the Casa Dulce Casa. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Dulce or Deuce? Dulce?
I have no idea. I think it's Deuce.
All right.
Douche.
Casa the Douche and
Sure.
Home Sweet Home.
Douche.
Steve, of course, is eager to see how you might fare in finding the children. Should you agree? I don't know that Buchanan has formally accepted the offer as it stands open right now. Again, just to put it into base form, bring back the kids, have food and lodging for a few days, go from there.
Alrighty, back to the game. Yeah, unless anyone has any other idea, we'll go talk to Carrie. You know, I'll get set up in the house, throw most of my belongings off in a corner somewhere, because ain't really there, nothing to it. And I'll just kind of walk right up to Carrie over here. Smooch is spending our money at the bar, bastard.
You can see she is currently loading a pipe pistol on her countertop. You see behind her a very hodgepodge arrangement of different salvage junk. You'll recognize all the things, old lamps and that sort of thing, that are not in great condition. Similar stuff that you will have had in the vault, but not pretty and shiny. A couple boxes of random bits and parts and electronics and such. But she's kind of frantically loading the pistol up. Has not yet raised her head to acknowledge you.
Yeah, I'll just kind of walk up. Pardon me.
She looks up. Ah, you people. You,
What do you mean, you people?
talk to
No.
Steve? And she kind of
I did.
stops a little bit. Are you gonna be
Come.
helping out? I'm heading out there regardless.
Yep, we've already decided to do so.
Well, good. Not as useless as most of the riffraff that drifts through here.
Mm-hmm.
She's either in a bad mood or has got some attitude, but her bark has bite.
No worries. Used to it.
Says, well, you need to hang about. You need to gear up. You ready to go?
I was going to look to purchase something a little warmer, but other than that, yeah.
All right, well, Boots is right over there next door. If you're coming with, I'll wait a minute, but longer them
You'll
kids
point
is
to the
out
building
there.
over here.
Yes, indeed.
This one here? It's closed?
She looks. Looks like Boots isn't up yet. It might be by the time we get back. He's one of the early risers.
Toot, 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 toot. Oh, my good boy. Yeah. As he walks past the food joint, he'll tap Samucha on the shoulder. Come on.
Hey, what's up?
So-
Look at the noodles.
Smuka, were you engaging in conversation with Jacqueline, or were you just hanging out nearby to smell the goods?
I was looking at the noodles.
If you don't see anything, she won't see anything other than giving you a funny look with a raised eyebrow.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at the news.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
need
stop by the.
need to talk to Randy? All right.
I'm gonna stop by the arms.
How random is Randy? That's the real question.
How random?
Yeah,
Define random.
like, how do I put this? Like, scatterbrained.
Well, you can tell that he has just woken up and is kind of setting things up outside. He will greet you with a nod and a grunt. It appears the missus is
Kind
not with him at the moment. So he's a
kind
little
of
bit
stuff is-
waking up groggy, but he has a pretty piercing gaze. He does size everybody up when they approach, eyes lingering on weapons at waist, claws at the end of robotic arms and the like.
What kind of stuff is he setting up?
He's got a couple ammo boxes, a couple of pipe pistols.
Do
He's
you have any
just
10 mil or shotgun ammo sitting
kind of
out?
getting started there. Sitting out, he will have some shotgun shells. You do not see 10 mil.
Weird. Does he have anything that's any like energy weapons? Anything like more pizzazz?
Nothing that you see yet. He looks over. They with you, Carrie? Says, yeah, I guess. Gotta go after the kids. Ran off again. And she's standing with her hand on her hip. Thanks for loaning me this one. Sorry to wake you up early. Oh, it's all right. I know you're good for it.
Do you serve any 10 mil ammo?
I might have some in the back. Need it right away?
Oh, for leaving right away, yes. And maybe a handful of shotgun shells. But how much does this run?
Let me check in the back. Do I have... Okay, I have not yet given you storefront handouts. Very well.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, he was going to the back to look for ammo per your request of the 10 millimeter.
He's just waiting.
He will come back with a small wooden box. It's got a bunch of 10 millimeter bullets in there. There's about 24 individual bullets, not clipped or anything. Says, can part with this here box for 4 caps if you got them. Says, and got about 10 shells there that I can give you for 6.
That works for me. He'll reach his pocket and pull out 10 caps.
Do you have 10 caps in your pocket? There was 6 doled out for all of the individual party members. I do not know how you guys collected those or distributed.
I think some of us started with it.
Zephyr wouldn't have taken any.
The rest of the group will have a surplus of 6 caps to distribute among yourselves.
Where's the party loot thing? There it is. I'll just edit that. 6 caps in the party loot. There we go. Then we can figure that out later. Or use it, or whatever.
Was it 6 caps or was it 6 per person?
Per person.
Well, since no one has claimed these, you guys mind if I sell the machetes?
Go for it. Those were the extra ones anyway.
Hmm?
Those were the extra ones anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use them.
Yeah, he'll hand over 2 machetes. I'm gonna barter and maybe a bit of a sale. I got these weighing me down. I don't need.
You know, a little worn. Could use some cleaning up and some sharpening, but I'd say they would be probably worth about 10 each.
That works for me. I'll trade you one for the bullets there, and the other one for 10 caps.
We have an accord.
I'll put the 10 caps in party loot. Then I'll just keep my 10 caps.
Anything else you need?
And how many shotgun? It was. You said it was
10.
10 shotgun shells and 24 10mm rounds.
Yep.
All right.
But I'm assuming my new money is supposed to be caps. Just looking at my starting equipment, I'm supposed to have started with 10 caps.
Well,
Yeah.
out of the vault, you guys will not have started with any caps. Conditional to your start point.
All right. Thanks, sir. And then he'll fall back behind Gary.
Be careful out there. The slush might bring on the lurkers. Carrie says, I know, Steve already said. She waves her pistol to indicate her readiness. Says, well, I didn't get your name, mister.
Cannon.
She looks around. Are there supposed to be 7 of you? Whoever has a vault uniform on has the number 7 on it. She's guessing it's a gang thing.
No. Just a handful of us. I'm going to assume that Kelly just stayed back at the house for whatever reason.
If you'd like, she can start getting things set up at the house there. She could even use some common materials to start getting a cooking station set up, just as a basis.
Right.
The first little bit of making your home sweet home.
Yeah, I'll take a top material off the party. Sorry. We're down to 5.
Yeah, the other book implies a different cost, which we will utilize later, but for now, she'll just be able to kind of essentially use common materials to replace or repair the existing one and get it working.
Oh.
So yeah, Carrie is eager to be heading out. Says, I don't think we'll have to go far. They usually don't wander out, but the coast is right there, and with the melt coming on,
Better safe than sorry, I understand.
and she'll be taking a hurried pace toward the front gate area. On her way by Zephyr and Duswihui, she will almost subconsciously say, there, and she will reach out and pet Duswihui on her way by. Zephyr, you know that Duswihui doesn't like strangers. He's usually very wary of them. Doesn't even respond. It's as if you had walked by and pet him. Or her. I don't remember you saying. They. Until stated.
She would notice but not respond or react.
The first person you've seen besides yourself that is just kind of a natural. And so, it is not long after leaving that you do pick up some tiny footprints. It says, oh, there they are. They definitely came out this way. She's going to start moving a little bit quicker. And it is then you will come to an icy outcropping. And she will point with her pipe pistol. Hey, there they are. Damn kids playing in the water.
Damn kids.
She seems pretty frustrated. With a low growl coming from Duswihui, Zephyr is pointing out something else alarming. I do not see. Oh, initiative dice. Rolling in. Zephyr, you
I
are
didn't
welcome
mean to
to
roll
share
one.
as much or as little as you would like. Oh, I don't think you had your token selected.
She rolled the dice.
She did. Because there is an initiative attack if you want to have variety. There's also base initiative score.
What am I sharing? That I see them?
You are the only one so far who is aware, probably due to your paranoia or just knowledge of coastal region and having to look out on the edge for the slush. Their crustaceans are known to be aggressive only because they're just base, hungry, territorial.
I would point it out. I would point in that direction and be like, danger over there.
No. Cannon will ready his weapon at depth. Take a look around.
You will see a couple in the distance there, a couple of large crustaceans starting to crest the water and the slush of the melting ice.
What in the nine hells is that?
Whee! You can see that they are poised and maneuvering. They are responding to the activity to your northeast. They are not responding to your presence. Carrie is taken aback and is kind of like stepping out of the way, ducking behind cover. He's like, shit. I don't know if they see us, but if they're going for the kids, oh God, how fast can you run? Jonathan, you were up first in the initiative order.
How far can I move?
Forever.
Forever. Okay. So I'm going to try to sneak up behind one of them,
Let's see.
or as close to one of them as I can.
Because with this game, they kind of have that
Regional thing,
annoying regional thing. So we're going to call these pillars medium around all sides.
Okay.
Long will be past, short will be before. So medium is going to kind of go between those pillars and roughly over there.
Yep. And I can move and shoot, or move or shoot.
Move's a minor action.
Oh my God! Why won't?
Oh my God! What?
I'm trying to get this thing to open, and it's like clicking because it was minimized, and it won't open. Why?
Josh, the thing that you have minimized, try Alt-Tab and see if you can toggle it onto the window.
Yeah, it won't. It just won't pop up.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's all I got.
Oh, sure, open Steam, because I fucking hit that button. Anyway.
Control Alt Delete and see if it's not responsive.
The ultimate fix. Alt F4.
Ah.
So no one else rolled? Should I just do my static initiative then?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Watch him to go.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. So, when it comes to combat, did I share in the... anywhere? Do you guys have a copy of the combat page? It's just like a one-page combat sheet that kind of
I
gives
have
you...
GM screen on.
That can definitely help as well. This is just a quick one-page thing that gives you a quick list of your major and minors and the procedure. That way, you can quickly reference if it's helpful. If it's not, GM screen is also helpful. It
My
too
only
will have
question
your-
is, do I get one minor and one major every turn, or how's that work?
Yes.
Okay. And I use AP to do another minor or major, depending on the amount of AP, right?
Yeah, spending AP is fun, and you can get extra D20s, information, reduced time. An
Gotcha.
additional major action will cost 2. A minor action will cost 1.
Alright.
Can also point for point add extra damage with your AP. Looks pretty.
I'm going to try to sneak as close to them as possible without them noticing me.
So, with a minor action, you'll be able to get closer. You won't be able to get right next to them. You'll be kind of at that pillar range there.
That's fine.
But yeah, be able
I
to.
just don't want
close
them
that
to
in
be
a little
aware
bit.
of me at first.
I understand.
Alright, are we in... How light is it out?
So sunrise hasn't happened yet, but there's enough ambient light, and of course the ice itself. You guys are acclimated to the light. There are no penalties currently, but it is more dark than it is light. If that makes
Would
sense.
that kick in? Like a sneak test of shadows or darkness?
Yes.
So I get 1 free D20. Alrighty.
So with a difficulty of 1 on your sneak here, you will have banked an action point.
So he's gonna just quietly move over here, and then he's gonna try to blast him with a fucking shotgun blast.
Hey, look at me.
Okay, so it has the inaccurate quality. I need to figure out what that does. Because I haven't seen that
You
anywhere.
cannot benefit from the aim action.
Okay, is that it?
Yep.
Fantastic. It also has the spread and vicious effect. So we'll get to those if it rolls any effects. Alright, so I guess I just click on my character sheet here. You know what, let me put my character sheet actually in the window here. Because I am sharing the screen. I have it popped out.
Thank
There
you.
we go. You're welcome. So I just clicked the gun, right?
Yeah. The defense is only 1 on these here creatures.
No additional dice.
And so your 1 success is going to be successful.
And then I just click the Fallout Boy button, right?
Yep. Be rolling up some damage.
So 1 effect hit.
So,
So,
the effects here, Vicious gives you +1 damage for each effect rolled. Spread
alright.
means per effect, the attack inflicts 1 extra hit on target. Each hit inflicts half of the damage, hits a random location.
Right, to shotgun.
Yep. Absolutely.
Alright, so I do 6 damage, and then 3 damage to a different location on the same creature.
Yeah, random location.
Yeah. So do I roll that, or do you roll that, or how's that done?
Oh, I wish that this... I don't like the NPC sheets.
Have you? Yeah, good boy. Oh. Dog's bothering me. You smell like a dog. Look at you now.
Shouldn't he, though?
Yeah, why is that, buddy?
Might be a dog.
Need to go outside? Don't you want? I'll let my dog out. I'm keep my headset with me. Me. So 6 damage with
Indeed.
3 damage to another location. However you want to do that.
So, main will go to the torso. There is some damage reduction there. A little bit of resistance. So the main shot, of course, hitting the body, and then you'll see one of his legs being also effective. You can see some of your, I assume this is like a burst spread, so some of the pellets.
You ever play
of
a
the ting off
shotgun
some of
user in
them.
Fallout 4?
Not a lot, actually. Shotgun is the least used weapon I use in both Cyberpunk and Fallout.
Oh, you should do it. A shotgun with a silencer and sneaking around is just absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, if you use it in Fallout 4, you'll absolutely see the spread hit people and little blood sprays and shit all over their body.
Oh wow,
It's fantastic.
that's awesome. Yeah, I just never made a shotgun build. I guess just distracted with harpoons and stuff. It's shotgunny enough. Just a super long slug. So with that, you see this creature's shell, the carapace, pretty tough. Your shotgun pellets are not going to go in deep the way they would on a squishy human survivor.
Right.
But to your, well, it's up to you if you're happy about it or not. You have definitely got that one's attention. The sound of the shotgun blast is going to echo out across the snow here. It's generally pretty quiet besides the sound of them coming out of the water and you blasting them. As such, you can tell the other Mirelurk is still focused on the activity over yonder. Will that be all for you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Smooka is next on the order. Zephyr, you are on deck. Be prepared. Smooka, you have seen Mr. Buchanan sneak up the side, successfully ambush one of the creatures, and draw its attention.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll run this way.
Ah,
And
hold
see
on.
if I
Sneak
can
attack,
shoot
that's
this guy.
right.
Ooh. Is one a good?
it is.
Yeah.
And just want to make sure the weapon you're using, you are at the medium range there. And so, depending on your weapon, yeah, there'd be nothing if it is built, of course, for medium short range. What weapon you are using, 10mm pistol?
My pistol? Yeah.
You are successful in striking the creature. You can tell again they have pretty hard carapace.
What up there? Didn't do damage, right?
You see your bolt sink in. You definitely hit it. You don't visually see that it did a lot, but you know that you hit it.
Yeah, that's
Just
all I'm
looked
gonna
like the
do.
shotgun blast was a little bit more effective, but he is closer and peppered it a little. All right. Zephyr, you see two of your companions run up and immediately taking charge to fire on the creatures coming out of the water. You can tell one of the Mirelurks is still focused on and heading in the direction of the children.
I think I was supposed to do more damage because I was sneaking, but I'm trying to find it, so
All right.
I'll let you know later.
Please do as soon as you do.
So where do I have to be close range to this guy?
pretty well where Buchanan is at, kind of in the squares within his vicinity.
I fucked up. Help.
I'd say between the pillars-ish, getting kind of along that line would get you into close range with it.
And can I move here? Oops. I went there.
Certainly.
Without having to dash.
Indeed. Yep, that can be
Okay.
your minor action, is that move. And then for a major action, you can use it to command. You can use it to attack, first aid. And she be throwing a tomahawk. Ooh. You are going to get your 1 success is required and bank 2 action points.
Ah, here we go. I'll paste this thing. This is stealth attack.
I remember that. So, yes, with that, you did already have Vicious on your gun because you rolled the effect for it, so you essentially just get 2 extra damage dice.
Future noted. But I did bank.
Yep. So, Piercing is going to ignore some of the damage reduction. Which will be helpful, considering they have pretty tough carapace.
And then can I have Deuce Wee Wee dash?
So normally to command them takes a major action. Let's double check,
Okay.
because I believe we had determined previously that they are a separate NPC to be commanded. But let me look at the dog meat perk real quick. Just to refresh there. Treated as an allied NPC under your command. So it does take a major action to command them.
Okay.
Now, that being said, if you want to make your major action like command, like kill all the crab walker things, they can then work on their own thereafter to fulfill that request.
Oh,
As long as
okay.
you communicate your intent as such.
I already used my major action to attack, though.
Indeed. And your tomahawk is currently stuck in the creature's shell.
That's all.
Alrighty. One of the Mirelurks is charging over to the location where the children are. You can tell that they will be able to close that distance with their next action. The other is going to approach and, being mad at the bearer of the boomstick, is going to lash out with wicked pinchers.
Where in him is my tomahawk?
It is on his left side in his shell, kind of between a couple of limbs.
Okay.
Kind of wedged in there. The difficulty to hit the Mirelurk Mr. Jonathan, on your next turn is going to be 0 instead of 1 because the creature stumbled through the ice when it was trying to attack you, was a little bit off balance. In mechanical terms, got a critical failure. Happy fun time.
Happy fun time.
Them pinchers are scary, or they should be. Alas, you will not be able to try to attack with the other pincher because he done messed up. And with that is going to bring us to Spark.
Can I get to that one? With a AP for an extra minor action.
Yes, sir. I was going to say yes with a sprint, but that also is a way you can do that.
Assault.
And you only needed the 1 success. Good to go. Zzz. Wow, wow, wow.
And I will spin the luck.
Oh, is this going to be some
Or the fun shits.
for the Slayer and the Bloody Mess? Okay, automatically get your critical. Get a location injury. Get an extra combat dice. And if you get an effect, you get an additional injury. So definitely roll another of the combat dice there.
Is there a way to only roll one of them because they're not in the dice roller?
If you click on the head with the roll additional, does it roll the whole thing plus the number that you did? I think it does.
Hold on.
It just rolls all 4 of them again.
Okay.
What is the assist action? GM screen, go!
There is a rally, and there is minor actions of interact. When it comes to like assisting, you would add
Oh,
your
no.
successes to the primary
It is
person.
something in combat. I'll look for it. No worries.
It is on the GM screen with its own little box that says assisting.
Assisting. Roll damage, major, cover, minor.
Do it like this. There.
Huzzah!
No.
And face his effect?
Indeed.
Yes.
Can confirm.
So that's a crit injury to main body and arms.
Ooh-wee.
Is attacking a skill test?
Yes.
Dog meat auto assists if given no other orders. Duties character. I found that down way buried in the book. I was just kind of looking through NPCs and shit because I wanted to hire someone. I saw that.
So, I don't understand what that means, though.
Yeah, let me scroll way the fuck back down and read it again. I mean, it's buried. It's fucking I was just kind of browsing the book, waiting for my turn to come around, and I was like, wait a minute. This specifically affects duty. I'll get the page number and all that so you can read it.
So as much as your main buzzsaw attack to the body meets resistance of the thick carapace, you're able to adjust your blade and cut into a couple of the limbs. You have effectively immobilized him as far as him chasing after the kids. Attention is on you. Looks like he can still make claw attack at you, but its mobility has been stunted. So you've definitely saved the kids from peril there, drawn his attention toward you.
Page 338 in the PDF for the core.
That was the plan. And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. That will bring us to Smooka.
It is my turn. Let's go. Oh shit, everybody's doing something. Yeah, let's just move.
Carrie isn't gonna go.
That's true. Is Carrie not gonna go?
She's hiding out. She has her
Oh.
pistol, but seeing that you guys have ran into the fray, and especially the fast action of Spark, it looked like she was ready to charge off, but Spark beating the Marlark, she's now kind of taking safety, has her gun out and ready and pointed, but she's not moving
You
from there
coward.
or shooting into where she might accidentally hit someone else. From her vantage point, that could happen no matter who she shoots at, so she's not wanting to take the risk.
Especially
You
for the kid.
coward.
Yep.
Alright then. Oh shoot.
Fire alerts.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Yes. I want to talk
Oh.
about some of those action points you guys got, or using luck.
Did Buchanan go?
Yeah, right. Buchanan's supposed to go before me.
Damn,
Oh,
my
that's right.
reorder.
Let me run back to where I was at, I think. It's like somewhere around here.
Thank you,
around there.
Matt.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. Please go ahead, Mr. Buchanan.
Is there
Smooka will be up
penalties
next.
for firing guns in combat like this, or do I need to take a step back sort of thing?
Yes, your difficulty does go up. It depends on your weapon range,
Oh.
and then there's kind of a table that determines.
Weapon range of a double barrel shotgun.
Close, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, range. C.
Close.
Okay. So close but not melee, right?
Yeah, so with the close range, you will not have a penalty with that weapon.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, fucking.
Passing the line to short, it gets increasingly more difficult. Now, for somebody like using a 10mm as such, they would have a +1 on the difficulty in the exact same
10 millimeter is
situation.
also close.
Never mind, they would have a 0. Just an example. Something else.
Right. So I'm going to try to hit it with the other barrel. Oh, you mentioned that he critical failed and the difficulty was 0.
Yep. That means, with your attack, you will auto-hit. You would be rolling to gain action points.
Oh, okay, fuck it. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Or to show off to the rest of the group how awesome you are.
Holy shit.
You can use those action points right
Eight,
away to add
3D.
into damage if you want. You did get a critical
So I
success
gained
there,
how
which is
many?
rad. 3
I think
or
3.
4. 4, because your target was 0. You gain 4 successes, sir. Or 4
Jesus.
AP. Yeah.
Alright, so how do I use the AP for extra damage?
You can. It's a point cost 1 for 1 on the extra dice. You can add up to 3 maximum.
And he's still in the green circle, so these things are pretty tough, huh?
On
Fucking
my
all four
side,
of
it's a little bit yellow, but yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to add all 4 straight into that blast.
Alrighty. By all means. Or, sorry,
You
it
only
can
have
only be
3.
3, so.
Sorry, yeah. Add 3 and then bank 1. Okay. And then 1 effect, which means it does 10 damage, and then halves that damage, another 5 damage to another body part.
So with the resistance, let me do.
Yay, shotguns.
Well, when you blast the thing at point blank range and get a critical success and pump it all into the damage, that's going to be a blast right up into its little tiny face. It's hard to hit otherwise, but when it's right up on you and opens itself up for an attack, there you go, right in the maw, kerblast.
Then is reloading a major or a minor?
I want to say minor.
Yeah.
It is to draw, to interact, to use a chem. Until I see otherwise, I'm going to say minor.
Alright, and then I will use my minor action to reload my double barrel shotgun. That was 2 blasts.
Can confirm. I don't know how much ammo you had for it previously, but you did get 10 shells.
Yeah, now I have 18 shells left. Because I had 10. Yeah. Pocket full. It'll serve for a little bit. Wait a minute. I have more ammo than that.
Wait a tick. And so, Smooka, you will see, you had intended to run around and take a shot on the Mirelurk, but it looks like Buchanan has blasted it down.
Can I go and miss my attack on this one?
By all means, I hope you don't miss, but I like how you say that.
Let's go. There we go. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do.
Shot will go awry. As a note, you can spend luck to re-roll a d20 up to 3 times. Or 3 damage dice.
Nah, I'll let it slide this time.
Alright. Were you the one who had the super high luck? Somebody in the party did.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. So, other cool, fun stuff you can do with luck, just because it's been a while since we've been at the Fallout table here. If you spend 1 of your luck points before your roll, you can use luck as your base attribute instead of whatever the attribute is supposed to be.
Right.
And then you can also use it to take initiative.
Alright, fun fact note for you guys. If instead of reducing your ammo as you expend it or gain it on the weapons part, if you do it in the gear sheet, it'll automatically connect to the weapons and adjust the ammo over there as well, but not vice versa.
It's silly it wouldn't do it vice versa, but that is handy.
Right. Just thought I'd let you know.
So you don't have to repeat yourself with keeping track of stuff. Alright, so Smooka has moved up, taken a shot, has opted not to spend points on stuff. As such, if there are no objections, Zephyr will be next up.
Does it take minor or major to get my tomahawk? out of him.
Minor, but I will also have you do an athletics. I think you should have a base athletics skill. Indeed, based on strength, that's what I was going for. Please make for me an athletics check. Because it's wedged in pretty good, that's all. Only a 1. Alright, you've got it. Minor action, yank it out. Good to go.
And then I can spend an AP for another minor action.
You can.
I don't want anything to happen to him, but should Buchanan ever fall, I am totally making a ghoul.
Can I move
Good.
here?
Die to radiation damage. Then you can't intentionally be the ghoul.
Best of
Shut
both
up, don't
worlds.
give me
There it
ideas.
is. Ha, yeah. Give the GM all the ideas.
Congratulations, you've contracted cancer.
You've contracted super cancer.
You are cancer.
What did you gain? Nothing. You've lost your nose.
Can I move here?
You may.
And is this close range to this one?
It is indeed. Again, their defense, only 1. Easier to hit, harder to break through the shell.
Damn, I keep forgetting to buy pickles.
Easier
And
than
this.
piercing. Your tomahawk will land in the ice beyond the mirelurk.
That's all.
Rawr, pincher strike on 1 spark. How's your defense, sir? Will that result in a hit?
My defense is 1.
Excellent. Bear
Mark
in
is
mind.
metal.
Oh yeah. So that's where it comes in. He is a body, maybe easier to hit, but he does have a physical damage reduction on all of his parts. So that will help. Being said, the creature, again, being impaired, can't move as much, only able to use 1 pincher to strike. And naturally, my throat is tickled when I try to talk. Hey, all right.
Nice. I take 1 damage.
That should have been more.
I got his arm pretty good.
Yeah, that is true. Also, I am the GM, so typically I just roll excellently. As you guys know.
Tax.
I don't cheat or fudge stuff, so maybe I'm
Hacks.
going to have to start.
Absolutely hacks.
Stop! Alright, Spark, you are up, sir.
Real quick. No, I said submit. Are you not rolling anything? Okay, I found the melee bonus button on my sheet, and I was wondering if it actually rolled anything. Bussa.
Ugh. And as before, knowing what to anticipate. Bzzz.
I need to get you a flamethrower, buddy.
Yeah. And will you be
It would.
lucking up into your slayerness?
Yeah, sure.
And I was curious too.
automatically triggers Bloody Mess.
Yep.
Whenever you set up initiative for us, how did you make it automatically roll damage instead of an attack first?
You click the word, the name of the weapon. That's how I do it.
Now, so on your sheet, you can just click the damage button, or you can click the word, which will roll an attack and provide the damagey button to follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Bloody Mess activates. More damage. More. 2 more crits. So... Oh no, that's the robot.
So the creature, you have been able
That's-
to disable both of his pinchers for attacking and mobile legs. The creature is still alive, but you have effectively immobilized it with all of your buzzsawing and getting those extra injuries. The legs themselves can't take a lot. They're not sturdy. The pinchers are sturdy, more so in the damage arena.
Like I say, I've done a crit on torso, left arm, and right leg.
Yeah.
At this point, we should just whip out a fire, stick it with a stick, and put it over it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of damage, but a lot of critical injuries.
So Carrie will be running forward to have a look at what is going on in the scene there. Mr.
Are we
Buchanan.
still in initiative?
So, kind of, sort of. With the Mirelurk having been essentially mobilized, I wanted to give Buchanan and Smuka and Zephyr an opportunity to speak and respond amongst themselves. Zephyr and Smuka are within range enough to where they could move in to help Spark with the coup de grace to finish the thing off. It really can't defend itself.
Might take
A couple of its
double
legs
move,
still
or
able to claw at the air.
What's it called? We use
Sprint.
Major sprint. Okay, so
As a major
Yeah.
action.
I'm just gonna just bypass it and come up this way.
You can also spend an action point to take 2 minor moves, which would effectively be the same thing.
All right, but yeah, I'll move up there and I'll just check the kids.
You can see they are looking shocked. When you approach, they will be backing away because stranger danger. They're not running away, they're just backing out of your immediate zone. They won't let you approach them. But they are looking past you toward the Mirelurk, wide-eyed, rather in shock.
Yeah, just kind of hammering the point home for these kids. You know, if we hadn't showed up, this thing's gonna eat you, right? Eating you.
Nuh-uh. We wouldn't have gotten eaten. We can run fast.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. How many times have we told you and you hear her starting to launch into her ranting as she begins to put them in their place? She won't shoulder you aside or anything. She would move past, but not aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
The man's right. You'd have been eaten up if we hadn't gotten here, and just in time, too. And she's going off. How many times have I told you?
You never listen.
The Mirelurk, a couple more leg twitches at the air.
So are we still moving in order?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'll come over here and get my tomahawk.
Yoink.
Can we like put this thing out of its misery?
Absolutely.
By this
Well,
time,
so-
Spark could definitely finish them off since no one else has yet taken the dive. But if not, Smooka would be up next.
Plus,
Well,
the other
What's
legs,
possible?
and then right in the middle of the head, between the eyeballs.
Oh yeah, fully exposed. So that one will be conveniently already cut up a lot if you would like to be transporting it in its pieces in some form or fashion.
Cannon will look to Zephyr. Are these things edible?
everything is edible.
Zephyr, you
No.
are welcome to share this information with your friends as much or as little as you like.
I can cut it up for you.
Oh, feel free.
Is it edible?
Sure is.
Uh,
You're going to want to cook the rads out of it, but yes.
yeah. It's very edible. So are their eggs.
Let's hope you don't find those.
Do I roll endurance as well?
No, survival's already based on your endurance.
Okay.
So you do have your... so I don't know why it says for each effect roll, because you're not rolling damage, so you don't get effects. I'm going to say that your extra success, you are welcome to turn that instead of an action point into the extra yield of the soft shell meat.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Alrighty. There is another, if you wanted to have it that. I don't know one second. Meanwhile, Carrie will
After
be
what?
marching the children
After-
out. They're going to be giving some space, but they are waiting for you guys. Essentially, they're ready to go back, but they're not rushing you. She's taking a moment for them to be chastised and be sad about it out here in the cold.
After watching Zephyr for a moment, Cannon will come over here and try his hand at it.
Also able... Oh, okay. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I know why now it's telling you about the effect roll. Because you're supposed to roll 2 combat dice. And each, like, damage would be 1 unit of mirror meat. I'm sorry, I'm a
Oh.
moron.
So,
I'll wake up a little bit.
how do I do that? Let's see here. So click on survival, and
Oh,
then
it
roll
won't be-
2 additional dice?
No, it's gonna be, you want 2 damage dice, or the,
Okay.
yeah,
No. Not
happy
that.
Pip-Boy face dice.
So just... So you need to put that on like an attack or
So-
something?
That melee bonus button that Goose found earlier, if you click that, you can enter any number of dice into it, and it'll just roll in. Yep. Like that. That's probably the quickest and easiest way to just do a custom damage roll real quick.
Okay.
That's how you're gonna do it. Okay. Well, I can delete this line then.
Up to you how you want to do it. If it's easier to have stuff on your sheet and stuff, by all means, your sheet
No,
is
they-
your own.
I like that. I like that better.
Yeah.
So
pretty
all I
nifty.
got was 2 portions of marlard meat. Alrighty. I will add that. Do party inventory.
Oh, we can also use that button for like re-rolling
Mm-hmm.
dice with luck and additional damage if we forget to add it
Yeah,
while
absolutely.
initially rolling. Okay, that's cool.
Very. That is 100% what I wanted for, like, just give me the dice with the face on it. Because a regular D6 is going to number it out, and then I have to be like, okay, so what was it? Like, 3 and 4 is blank, and yeah, whatever.
I am adding the Mirelurk meat to my personal inventory.
I will assume that everybody will do that with stuff unless they put it in the party inventory. And that, again, is up to you guys. And you can also say, like, hey, that was a team effort. Whatever. But present people that I have agency over are away from earshot and are not concerned with the scavenging of the Mirelurk carcasses.
By any chance, are any of the Mirelurks holding some kind of knife?
Do you want a knife?
No, just out of curiosity.
I mean, I have like 2 of them on me.
They have a tag skill in guns, too.
Oh shit.
It's at 0 rank, but it's on the skill list for some reason. I have no idea why.
Oh shit, it's packing heat.
Good.
I just pick up the arms I cut off the 2 pincers. Take those.
They will be devoid of useful meat, but you will have anywhere from 1 to 4 pinchers, depending on how many you want.
I'll take them all.
They're going to weigh a couple pounds each.
He's gonna put them up on the wall.
Bulky, but you're welcome to take them.
Exactly.
Ha!
We got a place. We have to decorate it. What better than trophies?
It's a good place to start.
I know how our robot's brain works. Yeah. I'll come back after, scrapping it. Any injuries?
No, because the DM sucks at rolling.
I have suffered some minor scratches and dings, but it'll buff out.
Oh, let's escort these kids back.
You can see that Carrie is handing out a couple of Tone's breakfast bars to the kids, getting them fed up with some trail rations here.
That's funny.
So they're a brand in this game?
That was just a joke. There are
Okay, because
very,
I'm like,
there are
I
very
get that
specific
reference. I feel like
Fallout
Captain
brands. Yeah. The Fallout universe is one. So actually, let me adjust that. The Space Rangers universe is one in which the Great War didn't happen to fuck up the world. That's why it still has the 50s aesthetic, but actually made it to space and was still shiny. And then shenanigans ensued, and then you woke up way in the future with aliens. So they took a tangent. They'll have, different corporations have risen and fallen since, so different brands there.
That's funny.
Forks in the road. If you guys want a continuity or have multiversal interactions, that's kind of the chain. So in the Fallout world, the war instead attracted the attention of the Zetans, who you guys haven't encountered in Esper. In other news, with the kids being given some food by Carrie, she will look around at the rest of the group and say, well, sun will be up soon. A few more people you'll get to meet in town. I'm sorry for being a little gruff. I do appreciate you coming out here. I hate to think what would have happened to the youngins here if you hadn't made it.
There is no need to think. They would have been food.
She glares at the Mr. Handy.
Give him logical processors.
She's kind of looking at the kids like, those things have no tact.
Well, depends on the model. Ours is a bit unique.
The girl points up. I like the flower though.
Kenneth looks up at it. I still think it looks like a toilet brush.
It's a dandelion.
I know.
Do not brush your toilet with Spark.
How old are the kids?
They are both 6, 7-ish. Very young, elementary age.
Zephyr would point to the kids
Mine.
with the tomahawk and say, "You must learn to protect yourselves."
They look sheepishly at each other and at you and then the ground. They do not have any weapons on them. They have nothing on them but wet, dirty hands from playing in the muck.
She
Carrie
would
will
say,
nod approvingly, like, mm-hmm, a little bit of sass.
Or you will not survive.
And what are you
On
doing
that-
sneaking out before sunrise anyway? She'll continue the chastising as she leads them ahead. Go ahead, sir.
He was going to, like, on that note, we should probably head back.
Alrighty. So, we will officially be closing there with your return to the city. I would like to know any character intentions with the city, whether they be purchase, whether they be crafting or building, expanding upon your abode, anything at all that with this new settlement you would have intentions for.
I would like to make some more throwing knives. I have 2 bone throwing knives. Or maybe trade for metal ones, if they have any in town.
Alrighty.
Either or. I just want some more throwing knives.
Alright. Zephyr has personal ambition of more throwing knives. Even too, if it's information gathering or recipe learning, anything at all. Anything on your personal to-do list. Immediately pending.
Eat some food. What's going
Eat some more bottle caps.
on here?
Buy
Um,
some ammo.
Food.
Zephyr would actually also maybe inquire about what they would want in relation to her peoples. and like what they would have to offer for trade, um, and get a little information about that.
Okay,
What
perfect.
what they're expecting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely they threw out very vague words like alliance and trade network and stuff. So
Yeah.
details, of course, have not been de- delivered, but you're welcome to learn more.
Cannon will try to learn where other outposts and settlements are, and exactly what routes that they use to trade, stuff like that.
Okay. So kind of a survivor geography, if you will.
Yeah,
Update your map on your Pip-Boy.
exactly. Like, can they point out where raider locations are, what their
A
territories
location
are,
has been
that
added to your map.
Right.
You
And
have not visited this location. Would you like to set a marker?
right, like what territories are raiders, where their camps are at, that sort of thing.
So a focus on the human element.
Groaning at me for you little furry fuckhead.
Sorry.
That's no way to talk to kids. What kind of language do they use in this vault of yours?
Sparks needs to buy ammo
Indeed.
and using his machine learning and tenacity and the need to not ever fucking sleep and a multi-tool. He's gonna go around fixing minor shit to occupy his time.
Ooh. Is that just a compulsion you have as a bot? Like, these people have a broken thing. I can fix that. Doot.
It was my job. That and growing plants. But I have nothing in survival except for it being a marked skill.
You used to grow plants?
Yeah, that's why I have the dandelion.
Oh, I thought that was just an accessory.
It was my trinket. I made it part of him.
Oh.
Its roots are warmed by the thermonuclear reaction happening inside my chassis, so it doesn't freeze to death and die. Also might be why it's so large. Who knows?
Okay, well, if that's all, I'm gonna go.
Alrighty, Miss Judy.
Do you have a brief moment to discuss character advancement, or is that something you want to wait on? We could start our next session talking about experience point stuff. If and people be needing to go. I know it is 10:30 here, so
Yeah, and we started pretty late.
a little bit, yeah. I'm not bothered either way, so we can start off with character advancement next session, do some experience point talk, and then also get Kelly caught up with your new surroundings. That is Mirage's character.
Yeah, probably next time.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
All is fine and dandy.
Good night.
Have a
I
great
hope you
evening.
get to feeling better.
Thank you.
Take care.
In the meanwhile, I definitely encourage you guys to check out that awesome new book that Torafu has provided us, because everything in there is your purview to utilize and dive into as much or as little as you want. Again, if you're not liking this settlement, its location, its features, you can endeavor to rebuild, or you can find another place and do your own thing.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. Unfortunately, I did not build this character with those perk points and stats in mind to do so.
Indeed.
So,
And so Dooney had also expressed a desire a little bit to maybe shuffle some points around. We're not so deep in that we couldn't do a little minor respecking if everybody was on board with that and wanted to make some adjustments. Now that you've been able to play a little bit, there are some new perks available from the Settlers book. Is that something that we should offer to Dooney and Mirage and everyone?
I wouldn't mind.
I mention them because they're not here to speak for themselves, but with the three of you guys, if that's something
I
you
don't
want to
mind.
explore.
I don't mind. I might not take up on it, but I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like the way I'm building my character at the moment.
All right. Yeah, totally up to you guys, but if you wanted to make some minor adjustments like that, I'd be open to it. I think I made that offer when we first started, being able to make minor adjustments with new systems. Same thing with like Deadlands for being is that all members are present here. After a couple sessions in, you might find, ooh, this skill I find I'm using a lot more often. Minor adjust. We can have those conversations. Alrighty. Well, I am very glad to be returned back into Fallout and excited to have more stuff. You'll find that the settlement will be a little bit more populated when day breaks and people have woken up and will be out and about. And you'll have an empty house to be able to populate as well, among a couple other things. Meeting townsfolk will provide more opportunities, of course. And I've noted down the immediate goals and desires. That will come into play primarily as well. Any final thoughts or words, questions, concerns? Mathematical theorems? Solutions to the Mideast crisis?
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, I know.
Nukes. Wipe it all the fuck out. Holy land be damned.
Desert to glass?
Desert to glass. Glass that shit.
One big parking lot, build a giant Walmart.
Damn right.
It'll be like the Costco in Idiocracy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
You went to law school in Costco? Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
Anyway, I'm taking off. It's after midnight. Y'all have a good night.
Have a great evening. I too will be logging out. May the force be with you all.
Bye.
Goodbye.